Oh, the
Whoa.
weather outside is frightful.
But the something else is delightful.
It's the Suns. We're delightful.
Wowee, guys! Welcome to the Sons of Vidya show, where we finally get to the bottom of that old issue. What is the difference between dwarves and gnomes? We asked D. Marks.
Okay, well, it depends. Well, it depends very much of what kind of franchise you're talking about. They have very specific differences, especially.
Question 1. Is there ever a series that features both gnomes and dwarves at the same time?
In Dungeons and Dragons, they come up quite often. Actually.
Okay, are gnomes just weak, lame dwarves?
Well, it's different because while the gnomes are small in stature, their robust constitution allows them to remain healthy. Whereas with the gnomes, it's their personality that suffers.
Oh, come on. No one thinks a gnome has any personality. This guy's not an expert at all. Throwing this out, guys. Welcome to the show.
Guys, welcome back. Last show of the
That
year.
didn't answer anything, by the way.
Just start the whole thing over.
Forget this, guys. I'm your intrepid host, Tom C., and that is your other intrepid host, D. Marks.
Yes. They call me D. Intrepid Marks.
That's what they always called you, even before you were intrepid.
It's true. Guys, we're so excited that it's the end of the year.
Why, you ask? Because it's time for our favorite thing ever.
Us.
Me.
Oh.
Well, yeah, you too. We're just happy to be here in general. I'm telling you right now, we said it last week, but I'm really starting to get that Christmas fever.
Oh, absolutely, dude.
Dude, last week we were like, but now it's like serious.
Dude, my mom's doing like Christmas crafts. I can't not think of Christmas.
Yo, you getting home and like your house has been converted into a gingerbread house? That's happened to me once.
That really?
Yeah, we ate it.
Well, dude, there's a whole gingerbread wing here at the cabin.
Really?
You should go check it out.
Well, I'm not going to do that. Just telling you that right now. I'm on a no gingerbread diet.
Well, you don't have to eat it. You just look at it.
Yeah, I have to eat it. I don't know what you're talking about.
Are you on one of those eye diets? One of those apple eye diets?
I'm not sure. What is that? Well, the answer is no, then, if I don't know what it is.
It's a diet for your eyes, but also it's an eye.
Oh, yeah. I like to really cut it down on what I see.
Yeah. Absolutely.
You don't want eye fat.
No.
First of all, you get sugar in your eyes.
Really
it's very painful.
That's really
very
ungainly.
Painful.
That's really ungainly.
You just don't want to, you got to have discipline when it comes to seeing things.
Because too much seeing things makes you go blind.
Because, you look at too much gingerbread, you're not going to have room for naked ladies later.
Yeah, that's absolutely
naked
true.
ladies, naked ladies, naked ladies. That's all you got to do, man.
That is all you have to do.
Guys, it's the end of the year. And we've got something special planned for you, our lovely listeners.
We figured you guys toughed it out the whole year. You somehow made it, and now we're going to reward you by talking some more.
Well, basically, yes.
Yeah.
Guys, you love the both of us. We always say there's a big war between Tom C. fanatics and the D. Marks.
I'm D-Marxists.
Yeah, and how, but at the core of it is you love both of us. So we figured this year, since last year we talked about our favorite games individually.
Oh, you're the Tom Seaman. That's what it was.
Yeah, still smart.
Yeah.
Fanatics didn't even work at all. But last week we talked about our favorite games individually. Of
this year.
Well, last year we talked about our favorite games individually. This year we are going to talk about our favorite games we've ever played together.
Yeah, they're pretty much all like co-op games.
Co-op experiences we've had together. Games that have given us the most memories together.
It's part of our ongoing Getting to Know Us series.
Yes, they are by no means the best games. They are by no means our favorite games overall, but they are games that we've enjoyed together. Games that have made us feel... Games that have accelerated or assisted our friendship.
Yeah. Games that we will think back to as being... parts of the friendship.
And made our friendship what it is today. How about that?
Yeah.
Some of these games were played on the Let's Plays. Actually, just one, 2, 3 were. But anyway, some of them were mentioned on some of them we played on Let's Plays, but most of them were from way before that.
Some of these are old school deals.
Yep, we played King's Quest on there.
Yep. Played Pong.
It's true.
Guys, it's the ultimate contest of skill.
I gotta stop saying guys so much. That's my problem, dude.
What about guys and girls?
No, I hate that. We don't have any girls, dude. No girls watch this.
Good. Well, nobody's watching the podcast.
You don't watch the screen to see if anything happens?
No.
One of these days I'm going to sneak something in the podcast. So
I don't think you can, considering I do most of the editing.
I'm going to... Don't act like you're Mr. Editor, man.
I kind of am.
You only recently took the reins from me.
I've been doing it for like a full year now.
That's true. Can you believe we've been doing this for 2 years, by the way? Over 2 years.
No, not over 2 years. Almost 2 years.
Almost 2 years, yeah. Can you believe
Still a long time.
It's just pretty ridiculous if you think about it.
Guys, we're happy to have you here, and now we're actually going to talk about the thing.
We can talk about the thing.
Yeah, so this is our top 5 favoritist co-opinist games.
Not our favorite not like we already did like what's your favorite co-op games. That was a while ago. This is games that helped us have like a friendship.
To be friends.
Yeah. With our best experiences together.
Guys, we're going to start the list off with number 5. The Total War series, just in general, I guess.
Guys,
specifically Medieval 2, but
specifically Medieval 2, because we've played pretty much all the Total War games together. We've had a lot of memories with Total War games.
We did several runs on the Let's Plays,
and particularly we did a lot of co-op runs in Medieval 2 for the Let's Plays, and they were just great gaming memories.
Yeah, a lot of fun. And even if we weren't always fighting, even if we weren't always interacting, because especially with our most famous quote unquote run. We were pretty much on the other side of the world from one another. We didn't really have a lot of interaction. It was still cool. It was still a lot of fun to like see what was going on with other people's civs. It's a lot more dynamic as opposed to like when you just play it by yourself.
Yeah, it was also fun that we would the next day in between when we were actually playing and recording, we would talk about what we planned to do.
Yeah.
We'd trash talk a little bit about like how the other country was better or whatever. And we would just in general make it a part of our day-to-day thing.
Yeah, it was a little unique experience.
It's just something, it was a good way. It was a really nice experience
also
to have with each other.
F those Mongols, because Mongols suck.
Mongols are bad news.
All day, every day.
Guys, that particular run that he was mentioning.
Oh, dude. Remember when we beat the Mongols finally, and then the Timurids came, but they were like half an army, and like we like stopped because we knew we could beat them?
Yeah, we stopped because we clearly had won.
We were like, we have 1,000,000 sword dudes. Like we've just figured out how cannons work. These guys don't stand a chance.
Yeah, it was awesome because we were having like it's just a good time, man.
Yeah, it was good.
It's a lot of good memories, and we still think about it all the time. Total War in general is one of our favorite series, and even when we're not playing together, we tend to talk about our runs and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Which has always been something that's kind of defined, not defined, but been a part of our friendship ever since we started playing these games.
Yeah, it's a whole fun deal. That's fun.
There are many memories we have with these games and stories that we have from it.
Exactly, and that's why it's number 5.
So it's number 5.
We're throwing in some honorable mentions here,
like we did last year.
Stuff that didn't quite make the list, but we figured we should mention honorably. Games like Monaco.
Our first one is Monaco. Monaco is a game we played together for a Let's Play recently.
I really enjoyed it. I played Monaco at a friend's house very briefly, and I was totally captivated by it, and I insisted that we played it on the Let's Play.
I, at first, was not into it, and then once I figured out that I secretly liked the cleaner the most, then the game became incredibly good.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm going to play the Lookout because I got nothing going on in my life. Then I was like, forget this. Let's play as this guy who just knocks people the fudge out. And then it was awesome.
Dude, yeah. And I would always play as the mole and just like haphazardly break down walls.
Yeah.
All the time.
And
because that's what you do as the mole.
Get us killed a ton of times for it.
But I'd say equal parts save us.
But also help.
Equal parts save us.
You're not wrong.
Yeah. So
equal part might be overstaying it. You guys, you can watch that on our channel. It was a good series. It was a lot of fun. I can definitely recommend if you have a friend.
If you have friends to play it with, Monaco's a great game.
That is a great game.
Anyway, moving on to number 4.
Number 4 is kind of a weird one already because we do play this mostly with a group. We've talked about it on the show many, many times, but I put it on the list because me and my good bro D. Marks here, we talk about this game very, very frequently, just me and him. We have a lot of memories of just strategies and games that me and him have played together on a team, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And that game is Age of Empires, whether it be 2 or 3. It's been a major part of our friendship ever since we started playing, I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because there's something we had in common even before. Before we really knew each other too well.
Yeah,
we knew that we both liked these games.
Because I think you got your copy of 2 from a mutual friend.
I don't know. Did you know Ed?
Yeah, of course.
Really?
Yeah, dude.
I didn't know you knew that guy.
Yeah, Ed and I were tight.
Dude, he gave me like Pokemon, a bunch of them.
That's cool.
That kid loved trading. He loved getting terrible deals on trades. That's what he liked doing.
He was a nice guy.
I think he was
anyway,
just nice,
Yeah, I'd been playing Age of Empires for a very long time. My whole family was into that game. My mom was actually pretty good, surprisingly.
Yeah, you always talk about your mom's secret strats.
Dude, they were like...
Dude, ever since you told me about how your mom used to use your king for scouting and regicide, I was like, that's a really good idea.
No, like that and just building walls around the enemy towns because they didn't have any soldiers strong enough to break them down early on. It's hilarious, but like... They might work. I haven't tried them.
Well, it's actually kind of similar to what's it called? Tower rushing.
Yeah, it's very similar to that.
Except tower rushing's totally brutal.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, we just have tons of memories of this game. We played it a whole bunch. We've played just you and me against computers, or we've played just you and me against each other rarely.
And it's definitely a game where it also it also helps guide our interest because we learn about we play Age of Empires and then you'll be like, oh, we just got hackapels. What's a hackapel? And then we go research and be like, oh, they're totally sweet Finn dudes.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things I wouldn't have been interested had you not have shown it to me in relation to, like, Age of Empires 3. Because, like, you were like, here's why this thing is way cooler than you think it is.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, this is awesome. And it's definitely guided me in things that I've played a lot, too, because I never would have cared about Empire Total War.
No, that's exactly what happened with me, too, because, like, I never really cared about it until we played 3 a lot, and I was like, this is a pretty cool time period. Kind of some cool stuff.
Careful. That's my time period.
Yeah, so it's just a good experience that we look back on and laugh. Laugh.
It's just, yeah, it's definitely a big part of our gaming history together.
Yeah, absolutely, guys.
Next thing is another honorable mention, which after playing 3, it almost, 3 kind of brought it down for me.
Okay, well
but it still is an okay game.
That was only because, like, we were just really tired by the end of 3.
True.
No, you shut up, because 3 gave us one of the best moments that we've ever recorded.
It's true.
So take it all back.
It's true.
Take it all back, guys. Number second honorable mention. That would be the correct way to phrase it.
Yeah.
Is Army of Two.
The series.
Yeah.
Because we are in general. First of all, we never played the first one because it's awful.
Yeah. We played it briefly and it was terrible.
But we played the second one tons of times.
We quite enjoyed the second one because here's the deal, guys. We're living in an age of lack of split-screen multiplayer, and Army of Two is like one of the only ones that exists.
And it's a game that's got gun modifying, so it's all pretty much right in our wheelhouse.
Yeah, we definitely enjoyed 2 more than 3, I think we can say safely.
Yeah, there's no question about that.
Because 3, they took out rock, paper, scissors. Oh, so also you didn't play Salem and Rios.
Yeah, what was that all about?
Yeah, hold on a second.
He plays like the guy from the Deftones and some other loser. Some guy
he plays generic 1 and generic number 2.
So he plays generic guy in a business dress shirt,
yeah,
or the guy from the Deftones,
yeah.
Which whatever. In general, it's just not that great. But 2 was a load of fun, and we still have we played the game for hours and hours.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
It deserves to be mentioned.
I really don't like what they did with Salem in 3. Or Salem.
They turned him into a furry.
Yeah,
it's pretty weird.
I thought it was weird.
That was definitely not in character.
Yeah, I didn't like that too
much.
But
we can't waste too much time on this. It's a great series and we love it.
That's its honorable mention.
But
number 3.
Kind of related is a game that involves shooting and gun modifying in a small degree.
Yeah, that's true, in a very small degree. But mostly a soda modifying.
It's true. And we've played this game for millions and millions of hours, though not recently.
Nazi Zombies. From yeah, we did play the Black Ops 1 too.
Yeah.
We played it World of War was its first release, and then they re-released a lot of maps for Black Ops, and we really liked that.
Yeah, just in general, the Nazi Zombies thing from Call of Duty was a really, really good thing that, like, for some reason you had played it and you were like, we have to play this now. I was like, okay, let's try it. And then it was fun forever.
I don't honestly remember that happening like that.
Well, you were the only one playing World at War.
That's true. I got to the end of the campaign mode, and then I was like, I think it was more of just a case of like...
You brought over PS3 so we could play it.
Really?
Yeah, you're like, this is fun, we have to play it.
That's hardcore.
Yeah, and then it was fun.
I had no idea.
Yeah, remember, because I didn't have that game at all. And you were like, you brought it over, and you're like, we got to try this. And it was super duper fun. We played the game for a really long time. We had strategies that we could enforce without even having to speak to each other.
Dude, the first level of the original World of War was so hardcore.
It's really hard. It's hard and hardcore.
Yeah, it was super nuts. But yeah, we blocked off the staircase. We made sure nobody got into the... Dude, remember when I got the instant kill with the flamethrower and it was always tons of fun?
It was always tons of fun.
Because I would just spin around and everyone would be dead.
No, it's a great co-op game. It's a great 2-player co-op game because you have to be a little bit more precise in your strategies.
Yeah, I played online. It's not as much fun because the key is, guys, here's the thing. If you're ever going to play online with people, you got to have mics.
No, that's
and also
sure.
you can't be dicks on mics.
Yeah, also you just need to not do that.
Yeah.
Because it's not that much fun.
Yeah.
But it's a game that we played for a very long time, and it's something we used to... you'd come over and we'd play it, then you'd go home. The next time you'd come over and we'd play it, and then you'd go home.
Yeah.
It was all we did. Because it was just... It was fun every single time.
That's all you needed.
You have a good run. You have a bunch of bad runs that suck, and then you have one good run that lasts for an hour and a half somehow.
Yeah,
and then you're done.
It really reinvigorates you.
Yeah, it was fun every time, even though you're basically doing the same thing.
I would say that Dare Race was a total game changer, though. That was really
that
fun.
was one of the maps, guys, and it was clearly the best.
Yeah,
it's clearly the best. I have not played Nazi Zombies in the last few iterations of it, and I gotta imagine it's probably still pretty fun.
Yeah, I think because this is Ghost was Infinity Ward, right? Because Black Ops 2 came out last year, and that's the other guys.
It's probably in Black Ops 2.
Regardless, well, I know it's in Black Ops 2 because of reasons, but yeah, so it's fun, guys. That's all you need to know.
That's number 3.
Third honorable mention goes to a game that we played quite a lot, and we both enjoy, and we've talked about it a few times.
And
Advanced Wars.
Advanced Wars, yeah. We've used Advanced Wars songs for our songs every single week, all the time.
Oh yeah, we do. They do tend to come up a lot.
God, Grimm's theme is so good. But why is Advanced Wars an honorable mention? Because we love this series, and it's a game that we, as youngsters, we used to play on bus trips, on car trips. Anytime we were going anywhere for any long amount of time, we'd say, "Bring Advanced Wars,"
Bring your Advanced Wars.
We'd play the crap out of it. And it was really, it was in our more formative years, it's how we learned more about each other.
It's how we learned about strategy, too.
It's how we learned that grit was great.
It's how we learned about troop conservation. That was a big part of that game.
Yeah, that's true. But in general, there's a lot of good memories we have from that. And it was just, it's worth mentioning, but it's not worth being on the list.
Nope, but I'll tell you what is worth being on the list.
Our number 2, dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, would you put Fanfare at number 2?
Wow.
All right, number 2, Guilty Gear series.
Guilty Gear is...
That's our fighting game, guys. Them's fighting words.
Guilty Gear X2.
They're on these parts.
X2 is probably the one we started on.
Yeah, it was definitely one we started on, but I would say our would it be Accent Core? Was that our...
I want to say Slash.
Slash, that's the one I was thinking of. Yeah, Slash is probably our weapon of choice.
Yeah, guys, there's a game that we have an unspoken bond with. It's Guilty Gear.
Guys, put down Street Fighter, put down Marvel vs. Capcom, put down Tekken, pick up Guilty Gear, and let love into your life.
The thing is, when it comes to this game, me and D Marks, we have a connection. D Marks and I, sorry you grammar guys. We have a connection. People would watch us play this game just because how much we knew what each other were going to do in each situation. Because you were the only person who really played it at my level, and I was the only one who really played it at your level.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
Our fighting styles and our fighting skill levels were always pretty much even.
Even though we're still pretty bad compared to
dude, I was beating kids at Otacon.
That's true.
I'm pretty all right, and you're definitely all right. And it's just this was always something that we shared more so than I did with any of my other friends. Because no one was as good at it.
Dude, everyone was all like, we should play, Melee or something. And
everyone loves Smash Brothers.
They didn't know.
Which, I enjoyed a Smash Brothers myself, but it was not my true love of Guilty Gear. And it's always been something that you and me have had and shared as friends.
Absolutely it has.
We haven't played it in a long time, but there's something we've always been excited for. It was Guilty Gear.
That's absolutely true.
You never thought to yourself, I'm sick, or I hate Guilty Gear now. Now that I think about it, it wasn't that great.
No, it's very positive. I'm very excited for the new one.
I'm incredibly excited for the new one. I got to get a PS3 in time for that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, dude. When does Final Fantasy X2 HD come out? I mean, Final Fantasy X HD, because that was a PS3 thing that I was waiting for.
Is that a thing that's coming out?
Yeah, dude. I think it's coming out in December.
Oh, dang.
Wait, it's December right now.
I would say it's probably already out then.
Anyway, it's just the best. Because here's the deal. No matter what fighting game we're going to play in the future that ever comes out, we're always going to say it's not as good as Guilty Gear.
Yeah.
That's all there is to it.
Some people would be like, "Oh, what about BlazBlue? It's made by almost the same."
Yeah,
people.
I'll let you think about that for a while, guys.
Why don't you go shut up?
Why don't you really sit at home and reflect on how you wish that game was actually the next Guilty Gear?
Guys, that brings us to our last honorable mention,
which it deserves to be mentioned.
Yeah, it
a
absolutely
game we played
does.
for very many hours.
Yeah, this is I'm sure some of you might be surprised about this, but Tom and I back in the day, and even to this day,
as recently as this year.
Yeah, we really enjoyed the Warriors series.
For instance, your Dynasty Warriors.
Your
Dinosaur Warriors.
Dinosaur Warriors or Warriors Orochi. Those are the ones we really played. I never really played Samurai Warriors.
I did play Samurai Warriors.
But we played Final Fantasy. We played Dynasty Warriors 5 a lot, and we played Warriors Orochi, all of them a lot.
Yeah.
Co-op style.
These are great co-op games for some reason. I don't know why they're so much fun, but they're really just good for some mindless hack and slashing while you're bonding with your bros.
Yeah, you have all your funny costumes.
You do your fancy dances.
Yeah, that's absolutely true.
You slash up people. You try and find new weapons. You try and beat up more people than your friends. It's great. It's a really great co-op game, and it's a shame that they're not more popular.
Yeah,
it really is.
Like to the point where they don't even translate them anymore.
Yeah, Warriors Orochi 3 was basically untranslated, and they just shipped it out as best they could.
They just put subtitles on.
Which is hilarious, and I was able to deal with it. And it's a real shame because there isn't that many beat-up games, and there's not enough co-op games no matter where you go.
No, it's a dying breed, that's for sure.
Definitely was a major part of our friendship. But we got to talk about number one.
That's the most important.
It's number one for a reason.
Absolutely is.
We have hundreds of millions of hours in this series.
It's the saving grace of split screen.
It really is, the now you say it.
Yeah, it's absolutely true.
It's a game that I played, and played it for about an hour by myself, and was like, this game's awesome. You should play it. And then we did do that.
Well, I think that was before we knew it had split screen, and we were like,
oh yeah, it totally was.
Yeah, you were playing it, and you're like, this game's pretty cool, and I'm like, it has a split screen mode, right? And then we played it. And
played
it was
a
awesome.
lot. The game's Borderlands.
Woo! I mean, I would say this is the Borderlands franchise.
I already said series.
Oh, well, whatever.
Technically, we played 1 a lot more than we played 2.
Oh, no. There's no question.
We've beaten 1 on every single DLC with every single character multiple times.
No, I think legitimately you and I have done 3 run-throughs of every character in Borderlands.
Yeah, I think so. Just because it's different every single time because of what weapons you get.
What play style for the characters that you want to do.
Yeah, because you can level up differently. Although you can respec later, we never got to the max character limit of how we wanted to do it. So we had to make characters certain ways and do things certain ways. And before we would get to like those max levels, we would always get tired of our current run and just start a new one.
Yeah.
But we have so many.
But then it was still fun, even though we were tired of it.
We were tired of that character.
Yeah. That's what I meant.
But yeah, I mean, what do you want to add about this? Because really, it's something that we have so much time in.
Here's what I want to add. Revolver Mordecai was always better than Sniper Mordecai, 100% of the time.
Was your favorite character Mordecai?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Really? I think it was my favorite character, too.
Yeah, well, I think because you like sniping and I like the gunslinging.
Yeah, I always thought you were a Roland guy.
I did like Roland's probably my second, just like...
Lilith is probably my second.
Yeah, I really like...
Even though your Lilith run was way better than my Lilith run.
Well, that's because of...
Just in general, you were able to build your characters in smarter ways than I did.
I think I just got lucky with my weapons and stuff.
That's probably part of it.
But yeah, I really like the way... Especially Mordecai's pistol tree, guys. It was just off... It was off his house.
It was off... That's not an expression.
Are you sure?
No, I'm not sure. I don't know what the kids say these days.
I thought I heard Snoop Lion say that one time.
Well, maybe.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't a huge fan of Brick. Lilith was interesting... But I definitely liked Mordecai definitely the most. There's no question about that.
I would say we have the best. You have the best memories of Mordecai rocking everyone's faces.
Oh yeah, because you get a masher and you get relentless, and it's just like boom, 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 boom.
No, it was awesome. It's just a great series, guys.
Yeah.
If you have a friend,
have a friend.
It's a memory make. If you don't have a friend, don't play it. Like for real, don't play it. But if you have a friend, then it's a game that you can have hundreds of hours in together and never get bored of it.
Absolutely.
I've said that many times, and it's true.
You'll never get bored, Durlands.
It's one of those games that was a keystone of our friendships.
Absolutely, guys.
And we're going to give you some memories of our friendships, I'd say.
Walk down memory lane.
On the next segment.
See ya.
See ya.
Guys, we're back.
Guys, what a treat to have you again on the show. Guys,
It's always a treat.
you know, we're a show that doesn't have any guests, except for the audience.
That's 100% true.
You're always invited to join in.
That's true. But we got our stack of Christmas cards this year from all of our celebrity listeners.
I don't know if you noticed it. I was kind of using them as a throne.
Yeah.
I call them the friendly throne.
Can you call it the paper throne?
Yep.
Cool.
Paper throne. Actually, that kind of makes it sound like it's not real, kind of like a paper tiger situation.
Oh.
So can we kind of avoid that? Let's call it the Master's Kingdom throne.
Can we call it the Hallmark throne? The Season's Greetings throne.
Kind of better.
Okay.
Kind of a lot better. Guys, you're saying it's celebrity mail.
Yeah, absolutely I am.
I wouldn't have sat on this if I'd known.
I'm saying some of it's celebrity mail. Let me just reach over. This one's from a certain B. Cooper.
I thought we had like a whole thing of things from B. Cooper.
Well, this is just one out of many.
Okay, got
He
it.
says, "Dear sons,
Right.
see you next year."
Okay. Was this like a postcard or what? Or was was this like a font like 120 on like a regular piece of paper?
Well, it's a Post-it note
Okay.
in what appears to be an envelope made out of Post-it notes.
Pretty eccentric even for B. Cooper, gotta be honest.
Well, he plays by his own rules.
I hear he's down to earth, but this doesn't seem to follow that. This seems kind of space age to me.
This seems like something a crazy person would do.
Yeah, probably not the celebrity that I was thinking.
Here's another one though.
Is he like a celebrity in like the bum fights thing? Maybe it's a different one.
Maybe. Here's another one. Apparently, we're pulling from the B file. It's from B Gates.
Bradley Gates?
Yes.
Is that the guitar player from Avenged Sevenfold?
I think you're thinking of Jimi Hendrix.
He was briefly in Avenged Sevenfold.
Before it started.
Before, yeah.
No, this is Bill Gates.
Okay, not familiar.
It is.
That guy's is curing malaria with internet balloons.
I think I read that wrong. This is actually just a bill from our gate contractor.
Listen, he knew I wasn't going to pay, and he knew I wanted the best. I don't know where he's getting off sending letters. All right?
It's really not a letter. It's really just a bill that I think you really need to pay.
I told him I wasn't paying.
Because quite frankly, he's the only one with keys to your gate. He's going to be able to get into that gate.
Joke's on him. I'm already inside the gate.
But he's going to be able to get in that gate.
Whatever. He's welcome to come in. But I'm not going to pay him for it.
Well, I'm saying he could steal things.
He's not gonna, okay, the thing that happens when you don't pay bills is that people don't rob you.
Some of them might. You don't know.
That's not legal either. We're both wrong, but that's more wrong.
I'm not.
Honestly, the judge is going to side with nobody. He's going to throw us all out.
He's going to arrest you both.
Regardless,
We're both going to jail.
you picked two real stinkers out of the throne of letters here.
Well, why don't you read one, man?
You know I can't read. We determined that earlier on.
Dude, you got the magic touch. Well, fine. Then pick one out for me.
Okay, this one's right under your grundle.
Oh, no. That sounds like the best place
Hold on.
for a letter to be. Oh, no.
Gotta wear pants for the show.
Grundle is also the name of my very wet tropical plant that I have to keep.
It's what I like to call Grendel from Beowulf, but only when I'm messing it up.
That's fair.
Anyway, what does it say?
I
I noticed the letter is bright red.
Let me just flip off some of this extra moisture here.
How long is this going to take?
This one's from B Ford.
I don't
know how you keep on pulling all these B's.
I don't know who B Ford is.
I believe it's Bradley Ford.
Yeah, I'm not. Okay, I think we're in the Brad section. That's the problem here.
We got a lot of Brads. Yeah, this one says
The show only go out to Brads?
it's a Bradcast.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah, absolutely it is.
Seriously,
Anyway,
what is even the celebrity you're pretending to do here?
Betty White. Wait, what did I say?
B Ford.
Oh.
Harrison Ford's brother or something?
In that case, I was thinking of Betty Ford, who
Made the clinic?
yeah,
All right,
But I was
great.
confusing her with Betty White.
Well, that's some good
Classic comedy from the Sons.
whatever we call this. We're nailing it. Anyway, what does it say?
It says,
Come to my clinic or maybe watch my show.
hot in rehab.
That's pretty good.
I was hoping to get a better laugh from that.
Sorry, nobody remembers Hot in Cleveland. A joke lost relevancy immediately.
Well, at least I tried.
I got this letter from Kay Kringle.
Who's K. Kringle?
Chris Kringle. He
Spells
says
it with a K?
Yeah,
Spells it with a K?
KRS.
Is it a woman Kringle?
He doesn't even have an I in there. Did you hear that, guys? KRS.
KRS.
He's like a rapper now. Actually, it is the rapper KRS Kringle, and he told us that we're done professionally. No more rapping for us, and I respect that. I never even started rapping. I'm not going to.
I think the key is to know to quit when you're ahead.
And that's what KRS Kringle does. He gives you tidings of good faith by telling you to not even start.
Absolutely, he does that. But you guys don't want to hear about that.
Now,
All of our
we're going to
letters,
keep this to ourselves.
we have literally ones of letters.
We got singles of
Single
digits.
digits of letters to go through. And you guys don't want to hear any of that.
It's
You
a
wanna-
throne, but a very, very thin throne. Very more of a blanket.
It's a lot more of like it's something that what a traditional Japanese place setting would be, where you just kind of kneel. It's that kind of throne.
If we were to compare it to blizzards, this would be a light dusting of letters.
This would be not enough to cancel school.
No, kids are going to school. Guys,
This is a kid. This is a kid's going to school worth of letters.
this is kids not even, no one's considering it. Like, kids aren't even watching the news in the morning for this one. They're like, obviously we're going to
Getting
school.
ready. Anyway, guys, we'll get on to what you guys really care about, and that's video game memories from the Sons.
Guys, let's discuss, since this is our annual Get to Know the Sun special
Our speed date.
that we do know,
What?
that we do every single year.
I meant
apparently.
speed date with the audience, not
Right,
Speed date
I don't
with us.
think it's accurate,
Oh, right.
but we're doing.
That's still wrong.
We're gonna let you into our hearts,
Our heart dreams.
and we're gonna tell you some of our favorite. That's me and D Marks's favorite video game memories that we have from gaming with each other, like friends do.
Over the course of our
Like
many
friends do.
years of professional and non-professional professionalism.
Professional and business casual
Yeah,
friendship.
absolutely. Tom, why don't you start us off? Because I'm sure you got a whole load that I've probably forgotten about.
I wanted you to start.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, do you remember the time when...
Are we doing this?
No. Okay. Do you remember when we did our one sitting challenge for BioShock 2? That was fun.
Yeah, I remember it. I remember getting a bunch of candy,
Yeah, dude. We
which
got
honestly was secretly the best part.
we got a bunch of snacks and candy and stuff. I got like a full blanket deal going.
Yeah, you were decked out.
I was in the.
It took us 7 hours, or maybe 6 hours, 5 hours.
Yeah, I think it was only 5,
But it was
like 5.5. I think. I was in the straight up comf zone.
I was busy playing and eating
Yeah.
a lot of food, and it was a lot of fun. That was a good memory. That is still very requested that we do another one.
We really should,
It's my fault that we haven't done it yet. It is my fault.
because those were really fun. We secretly did another one that nobody knows about.
Yeah, we had another one that was another one sitting, but we didn't make it a nice name.
Yeah, we didn't give it the full treatment.
Yeah.
But that was one of my memories from the show that I really quite enjoyed, because it was.
Are we doing like show memories? Because that's even classier.
We could do just show memories.
I don't have just show memories.
All right, then we don't have to do show memories. Do something else. Just a regular memory.
Regular memory?
Yeah.
You go again.
Okay. Well, there was the time when we were playing Age of Empires, one of the many times.
Don't tell me, because this is the exact story I was going to tell.
It depends which story you're going to tell.
Is the one about your elephants?
No, it was going to be a different one.
Okay, good. Then you go.
I was going to tell that one, but I changed it at the last minute.
Change it after I mentioned it.
I'm trained after my own today. Remember the one time when we were playing as... Oh, you were the Italians, I think. This was Age of Empires 3, guys. You were the Italians, and I was playing as the... I want to say I was playing as the Swedish. And, like, Baz was playing as the Swiss. Somebody else was playing as someone. And we were kind of getting hammered, and you were like, oh, I'm not really feeling this one. I think we kind of want to quit. But, like, we just kept going, and we just kind of, like, slugged it out, and we finally won. That was cool.
Yeah, there's a lot of good memories of that where I always want to quit because I've lost, And then somehow we don't.
Well, to be fair, I do that a lot too.
Yeah, it's an easy game to want to give up on. How about this? Do you remember the one time that we should have mentioned Rock Band earlier.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God. One time we were invited to this one party that we go to in the summer every year, and we were invited to bring Rock Band with us. I remember very distinctly playing it in his basement with like just a small group of people, but like I feel like we had it on endless set list and we just played it as much as we could.
Yeah, I think it was no fail infinite set list.
Yeah, and I just remember sitting there like every once in a while we'd grab some food or whatever, but that party all we did was just play Rock Band.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
It was awesome. Dude, remember that one time that one dude came over and then we like just sat there and like played it in my house and then we went to Sonic and got delicious milkshakes?
Oh yeah. Dude, remember the one time I was actually having a party for that guy, but he didn't show, but Baz and other guy came. You came over to my house and we played in my basement.
That was awesome.
Yeah, we played Rock Band 3.
God, we should have put Rock Band on the list.
Yeah.
Rock Band's one of our greatest memories.
Yeah, we played a lot of Rock Band.
Dude, it's a shame that I can't play it anymore.
Yeah.
It's a shame that I can't play it anymore.
It's a real well, oh yeah, no, you can't. Well, you can play it for the other thing.
What? The Wii?
Yeah.
There's Rock Band for Wii now?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, there's always been Rock Band for Wii.
Dude, remember all the times we used to go to the video game club in high school? Yes, we're nerds.
Yes, we're nerds.
And we used to play Guilty Gear and people would watch it.
Yeah,
people were excited to watch our matches.
That was cool.
That was always rad. God, that was rad.
Do you want to tell the elephant story?
No, you tell it. You're better at stories.
Are you sure?
You're better at stories.
Okay, so once upon a time, guys, we were playing it was an Age of Empires 2 match, and we did a crazy. We were using.
It was a 5 match. How many?
5v3.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, we suck. Totally lost that.
Dude, no, we were really good.
We lost.
But we were fighting 5 people.
Oh, I thought we were the 5.
No, it was 5v3. 3 were us.
Man, we're great.
Yeah, we're real good. It was back when we were still using Hamachi. Remember that thing?
No way. This was a LAN.
No, this was over the internet. I don't think John was there. I really think this was over the internet. I always remember this one being Hamachi.
You might be right. You
Yes.
might be right.
So I think it was over Hamachi, which was an old software that we used to use for
y'all are familiar with it, I'm sure.
Yeah, for internet connection stuff. And Tom and I and our friend John, who is great, we love you, John. We were all on a team together against. I'm pretty sure it was 5 other people.
Mm-hmm.
And John was playing as the someones. You were playing as somebody else, and I was playing as the Persian. I don't remember who else was playing it.
I don't remember who it was either.
But I
might have been the Goths.
Yeah, I feel like somebody was the Goths.
Yeah.
But I was playing as the Persians, and what happened was we were kind of it was like a touch and go match for a second, and then a bunch of people, like a huge coalition of the enemy, descended on John. And there was no real, like, you didn't really have an army that you could send.
I had a couple of hussars.
Yeah, John was defending the best he could, and he was like, "Oh man, guys, I'm really in a bad way here. Any help that you could send?" And I, as a Persian, had been kind of just like sitting around, getting my economy going and whatnot. And I was like, "Well, okay, John, I guess I have like 7 fully upgraded war elephants, but I'm not sure if that's going to do the job." Then it totally did do the job, and I killed that entire army pretty much by myself.
Yeah, that was a great memory.
Yeah, that was the day that we found out that elephants were extremely great, and I built a ton of them, and I killed a lot of people.
Remember that other time you did a match, and you built like 200 elephants, and the other guy just immediately surrendered when they saw it? Actually, everyone surrendered when they saw that you built all the elephants?
Yeah, that's funny. It was an Age of Empires 2, and I built the maximum population of war elephants. Like, I killed off all my villagers. I sold all, like, my wood and my stone and stuff in the market to afford all the gold and food and stuff. And
I just was like, you could have done it if you had enough halberdiers. And everyone's like, no, you couldn't have. Nothing could beat 200 elephants, you idiot.
Be wildly unstoppable.
Remember that other game where we were...
Maybe 200 onagers could do it, but that would be, like, the only thing.
Not if the elephants got to it. Which they would.
Yeah, it'd be a touch and go.
Remember the one time where it was the same kind of big team thing, but we were trying to win by a wonder, and we lost on 0 years remaining?
That was the elephant fight.
No, it wasn't.
That was the same fight.
That was the same night, I think.
No, that was the exact same fight because we couldn't take the fight to them enough that we decided to build a wonder.
Dude, and we lost with 0 years remaining.
We were so close to...
Everyone thought we had won, and it fell the exact second before
because somebody
we won.
was the Huns, and they researched treason.
God, those games are so intense.
Yeah, that was back in the days when everything was nuts.
Dude, that was a really, really rough thing.
Dude, remember the one time you had a Halo LAN at your house, and we had like an hour and a half capture the flag match?
That was, I want to say, literally the best Halo we've ever played.
Oh yeah, that was the best LAN ever.
Like, for real, that one match was worth any amount of playing we've done. Still referred to by Baz as one of our best matches of all time.
Yeah, I think I even lost that and it was still awesome. I think I was on the losing team.
It was a capture the flag thing. There's certain rules to do to make them last kind of long. I forget what the exact rules are.
It had to do with the respawn of the dudes.
It has to do with you have to have flag at home, and you have to have the spawn time be kind of high, but also
I think the spawn time was like 10 seconds.
Yeah, but also the flag return time like 30 seconds or something ridiculous. And the point is, this match was like there's a lot of new time players, but there's a lot of veteran players on both teams.
Yeah.
And this match lasted for like well over...
It was an hour and a half, I think.
It was like an hour and a half, yeah. And we just both kept going back and forth, and like there's no time limit, so somebody had to win. And like it was so long, and we were all like trying all these strategies like as much as we could and trying to push it in any way we could, and it just ended finally, and we were like, ah!
Yeah, it was super nuts. It was a lot of fun.
God, that Halo can have some great moments too, but nothing was better than that for me, I think. Even though I've done many LANs with a lot of good oddball matches or whatever, that one was not even.
Yeah, I definitely do prefer objective matches to just like death matches,
dude. Yeah,
or whatever you want to call them.
I know you.
Slayer,
honestly,
that's what they call.
I've had a lot of good Halo LAN memories in general. A lot of good Smash Bros. Tournament memories too, where like I would beat people with Dr. Mario, and it was always the best because I missed Dr. Mario every day.
Dude, remember the one time we did a tournament in Melee, and like I was playing as Link and you were playing as Dr. Mario, and you just let me get some hits in on you because you're trying to show off, and you're like, sure, just hit me with the arrow a bunch of times, see if I care. And I did the chain, and I just threw you off because you had like 70 damage.
Yeah, it sucked. It's one of the many cases of me totally goofing it up.
That was hilarious.
Yeah, I'm known for my hubris.
Yeah, but it's all in good fun.
Guys, if you have good friends, try and think about all your greatest memories before you do your podcast.
That's important. Here's one thing I do want to say, guys, because we're coming to the end of the show, end of the year. Really take some time out of this time of year and just remember how you're listening to us, so you're probably pretty lucky, not just because you're listening to us, but, you know.
Well, that's probably a major part.
Yeah, it's a huge part of it. But think about
like
it. You
90%.
can afford your MP3 player, your computer, whatever. Life's pretty good, and there's a lot of people out there whose lives aren't very good. And if you can do something this holiday season to help even the tiniest bit, that's going to make me very happy if I can get somebody to do some stuff like that.
Are you trying to encourage them to like us on Facebook?
Trying to convince them to give us iTunes ratings.
Dude, we got a new one. We're lucky number 14
14.
now.
Woo!
I don't know. No, I know what you're saying. Guys, we're all very fortunate if you're in America and not in, like, wherever. You know what
guys,
I'm saying?
there's a lot of causes out there that are worthy of your time, even if you just spread the word a little bit.
But what if they don't celebrate Christmas? If there's some other religion?
It doesn't sound right. I'm not sure where you're getting that.
I'm not sure what that would be.
No, it doesn't matter. That's Christmas. It's just this time of year.
Yeah, just be good.
To open your hearts a little bit.
In general, be good to each other. We're not going to see you till next year, guys, by the way.
Dude, 2014.
Guys, make a lot of reservations,
Yep.
New Zealand reservations, and you make sure you want to lose weight, do that. You want to grow a beard, you can do that too next year.
Yep.
But
beards will make you look skinnier.
That's true. Email us all your New Year's resolutions. Email us if you did something nice, guys.
Yeah, I definitely
Email
want
us anything.
I definitely want to hear about that. I definitely would like to hear if you guys did a little something.
In general, it's been another really terrific year for us.
Aside from a few major road bumps.
Well, even then, it's been mostly positive.
Mostly positive, yeah. We
had a terrific Suns raiser this year. We've had a lot of great emails, a lot of great memories from our fans. A lot of good games came out this year.
Guys, it's easy to keep going because you guys are so great.
It's easy to keep going because it's a load of fun.
That's true also.
Guys,
like, you know what they've told me they think is the funnest part of our entire franchise.
Guys, last one of the year.
Speed reviews. Tom, this is the top 10 Polar Express levels in video games.
Terrific.
Number 10, the Ecliptic Express from Resident Evil 0.
Resident Evil 0 is the zeroest game in the Resident Evil series, where you play as Mr. Tattoo Arm and you play as somebody else. Did you know that Billy from Resident Evil's tattoo is actually a Queen reference? Not even kidding, look it up. 0 out of 10. House of Toys, Little Nemo, the Dream Master.
Little Nemo, the Dream Master is the spooky interpretation of Finding Nemo, where the guy has to go through dreams to find the clownfish, and it's really creeptacular. 9 out of 10. Number 8, Act 5, Desperation Chapter 7, Gears of War.
Gears of War's game you play as Marcus Phoenix, a guy with 2 first names if both of your first names are stupid. 0 out of 10. Demon Train Boss Fight, The Legend of Zelda Spirit Tracks.
Legend of Zelda Spirit Tracks is another otherworldly adventure game where you have to track down spirits and slay them because you're the Witcher. It's a 7 out of 10. Number 6, Macbeth, Star Fox 64.
Here's the guys, let's be real. Star Fox games are all incredibly sweet. StarCraft 64 is excellent. 10 out of 10. Iron Horse, Iron Terror, Darkstalkers 3.
I'll be honest, Iron Horse, Iron Terror sounds like a great name for a level.
Sounds like a name of a song we would have wrote.
Seriously.
Band days.
Number 10 out of 10. Great
Seriously.
job. Military Tane slash Beast Love Mega Man X4.
Oh, yeah. Guys, all Mega Man games are great.
But this is the one where everybody's effing... Oh, no, that's a Mega Man X5, I think.
I don't know. That guy's name is Slash Beast. 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Bury My Shell at Wounded Knee. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Turtles in Time.
Everyone likes Turtles in Time because it's in Ninja Turtles game for the SNES, and what's a better combination than that? Nothing. It's 10 out of 10. Number 2, Phantom Train, Final Fantasy 6.
Final Fantasy 6 is like the best Final Fantasy, and this is the level where you can actually do a suplex on an actual moving ghost train, and it's awesome. 10 out of 10. Chapters 13 to 15, Uncharted 2, Among Thieves.
I remember these actually being really annoying and kind of difficult, but Uncharted 2 is really good, so what are you going to do? 10 out of 10.
We did it!
Guys, we're going to see you next.
Have a Happy New Year! Thanks.